How we doing, guys? Looks like we have 6 in here. I'm trying to get my. Looks like we have 6 in here. I'm trying to get my. Get that cell phone going there, guys, and get us all adjusted here. Hey, Mo, how you doing? Dark 30 Outdoors in the house. Jerry L. Britton. Hey, what's up? What's up? Scum Dog Fishing's in here. I just got done. Scott Swift was in here. I just got done watching Joy trim up the old beard for him. Wildman 307. That's good to hear, Mo. So you guys know I've been working 6 days a week. I'm on day turn. So the next 2 Sundays, this Sunday and next Sunday, I'll be able to do lives. This one here, as you see, I said miscellaneous. It's going to be more shout outs than it is going to be a showcase of any one particular. But I've definitely got a few Greenwell fishings in here. How you doing this evening? How's everything looking sound? We'll be, as always, we'll be raiding over to M&B Heritage Farms. It looks like they have a scheduled live to go tonight. So got the Trapper J hat on tonight. Got the old Share Your Passion. How's the drink? Everybody got their drink on? Picturing sounds awesome. That's good to hear. 17 in the house. So I'm going to be talking about a few channels tonight. I am going to put my banner up, and you guys will be able to see. And I thought I had a banner saved, and it looks like I don't. So bear with me, guys. I'll try to keep talking here. I was going to get a hold of you, Mo, and give you a couple of the channels, but Tina Ladybug was one that has been coming in. She was actually the first last week, or the last time I was live, and she only has 5 short videos, but I definitely want to get her out there. 78 supporters. So let me work on this this banner. So we're going to support Tina Ladybug. I thought I had this already. I don't understand. I must not hit add banner, but was just ever watching JV's Outdoors. He just had a premiere. Of course, I can't see the chat either, so give me a second here, guys. All right, let me get one more name in here and we'll get going. There we go. Got 40 comments, and I've been over here playing around because I wasn't all set up and ready to go. Let me get back here, guys, and check this out. I see Illegal Outdoorsman in the house. Anti's in here. We got Jeremy Albritton, Unpaved Explorer. Of course, Mo Homesteading. How you guys doing? Saying hello to each other. That's good. You guys were taking care of business while I was off messing around. Lonnie Paul's in the house. Gotta lock up the chickens. You'll be right back. Start sharing the links and stuff. That's good. So you guys see there, I want to throw out a couple of these channels. I got a couple videos I'm going to tell you to go check out. Maybe we can actually get the links and throw them in here as well. Dark 30 Outdoors in here. How about that? My #1 fan, my dad, Boxy Arnold's in the house. He remembered it's Sunday night. He was actually ready to go last week, and as you guys know, I did not make it live last week. Yeah, Mo, you can get up here. I can give you the link. You can go live. We'll watch you chase some chickens around. JV Outdoors, yeah, absolutely. Geo Bushcraft Outdoors in the house. Duckmaster, how you doing, bud? Line Cook's in here. Tubby Guy Outdoors, M&K, how we doing? Mud Tramp, you're going to be one of the channels I want them to shout out. All right, Bone Addiction, how you doing? Greenwell Fishing's in here, guys. After 5 Outdoors. You're at work, but still have it running. I appreciate that. So is Section 8. He's got it running. He said he was going to see maybe he'd get the wife to comment in here. So if you're listening, how you doing there, wifey? So, guys, Tina Ladybug. She's the first one that she actually has been in my live. She's come into a couple. Let me kind of get this. My new webcam, it's on the top, so it's kind of angled differently here. So I'll try my best. Got the old faithful glasses on here. There's Freezer Bound Outdoors in the house. Coastal Fever TV. Tubby Guy, hey, it's good to see you too. Yeah, Mike Turner, 712 Catfishing's in the house as well. Hope everybody's having a great Sunday. Like I said, Tina Ladybug, she has 78 supporters. Don't have any videos to show. She does have some short videos. So not sure if she'll be in here this evening or not. But I would like we're gonna share definitely her link to her channel. Anybody that's in here, there's 29 people. Tina Ladybug. I'm going to read a little bit about her about section, and we'll take a look at her. I just would thank each and every one of you to go over there. She supports my live. I've seen her in a couple other lives. She goes into M&B Heritage Farms. So if you guys all go over to my raids, sometimes you'll see her in those as well. That Shiner guy's in the house. How you doing, Rob? Line Cook, M&K and Steve. I got to get with you guys and we need to start making some plans. I got to figure out when I need to take my vacation. We can all hook up. I want to make that happen. Did I miss Coffee's Coffee in the house? Doc's in the house. Judith and Dan. So she has 5 short videos, guys. This Tina Ladybug. Snow day in Texas, winter blast. So as you guys know, they got hit pretty hard here, and so she has a couple shorts for that. She has a chicken snack, and then she's got Dad's Girl, and then she has like one of a chickadee. Chicken's all locked up. Yeah, Mo, we were going to have you come up here on panel and figure you could run around getting those chickens, and maybe we'd get a laugh or two, but it sounds like they all went in pretty quick and easy. So guys, Tina Ladybug, like I said, check her out. She's got 78 subscribers, 802 views. She's got the, like I said, the 5 videos. They're short videos. Her about section says that her name is Tina. She's 47 years young. She has 1 son and a beautiful granddaughter. Hence the one short that she has that says "Daddy's Girl." She'll soon have a grandson. She grew up Lake of the Pines in Texas, in a little city named Crestwood. We raised chickens, rabbits, and a couple of pigs. I love crappie fishing, being out in the country with peace and quiet. She is a stage 4 cancer survivor. Who knows what life will give you? Enjoy and make the best of it. Loving life. So, guys, like I said, let's go over there. Wouldn't that be great? She's got 78 supporters. We get over there, give her some support as she supports each one of us. I know she has been in a couple of lives that I've seen. She's at 80 now. I would love to just get her to hit 100. Make sure you guys go over there. There's Jamie's little farmstead. She's been doing well too. I saw she just went over 200 subscribers for herself. Jamie's little farmstead. Guys, if you don't know, that is Dee's Beyond Blessed sister. She's got a little farmstead there. You guys go over and check out some of hers as well. Pennsylvania Trapping, how you doing? He's up there. He was trying to do some trout fishing. Dunlap 2423. How you doing? I was trying to look for your Lindia Small Water Charters. Coffee outdoors in the house. Like I said, she just read her about page. I just like to kind of show her the love and support back. She's been in here a few times in my lives. She always comments. She was the first one to comment last week. As you know, for me to do a showcase on a channel, I'm going to need, at least a dozen videos or at least 4 playlists. But I want to just share her out, give her a reason to keep sharing them shorts that she has on there. Coastal Fever, how you doing, bud? Please hit that thumbs up. 33 in here. I know there's got to be, all we need is, 22 people. I heard she was at 80, so we only need 20 people that don't have Tina Ladybug. Make sure we're doing it the right way, okay? Watch some of her shorts, make some comments. Let her know that you're coming by way of Boxy. I'd appreciate that. And just give her the love and support. Mark J. Larson in the house. We got some fresh, unsweetened tea. Bella Outdoor Adventures. I'm doing great this evening. I'm back. I'm at least back for 2 straight weeks. So we'll see what this first shift brings me. One thing that I have noticed just watching some of the videos that you all have been posting, some of the lives that you guys have been doing. I know Small Water Charters and Coastal Fever TV have been doing some lives. I got to watch the replays, of course, with the hours that I work. I miss a lot of stuff in the evenings, and so I'm hoping this week, maybe in the evenings, I can catch a couple of your guys' lives. I'm not sure how late I'll be able to stay in there. I'll be going to bed early. Got to get up early, and I'm not a morning person. And there's Nicholas Green. How we doing? So I wanted to not only Tina Ladybug, as you see, what's scrolling down on the banner. Those are the 4 channels that that I would like to take a look at this evening. Tina Ladybug, like I said, she has basically 5 videos. They're all shorts. Get over there and check her out, as well as these other channels here. Dwayne Lazar in the house. How you doing, Dwayne? I am actually hoping by next weekend I can get out and check some areas and set some beaver traps. If you guys saw, I had posted a short. I did get some beaver traps in, and we're going to try our chances with. Yeah, Dwayne's been back on. He went live. He actually has a fishing video up as well. Is that old Bobcat that's in here? I must have missed you. How you doing there, Jake? You guys got the chat rolling pretty good for me. That's good to see. Of course, I can never keep up. Scott Swift in the house. Scott just got a nice trimmed up beard. You guys got this thing going fast. I can't even keep up. I like it. So the next one that I want to take a look at is Nate 408. Now, mind you guys, I didn't reach out to any of these channels. So if any of them want to come in, I know I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but Mud Tramp, if you wanted to come up on panel, I could throw that link down there. Definitely want to talk about you and Laura the Explorer. But Nate 408, he of course does have his base of his channel is trapping. However, he is into fly fishing and stuff like that. I've been watching a couple of his videos, trying to get caught up with that. And hey, there's Joey Stewart. How you doing? But yeah, so Nate 408, Mo Homesteading's throwing his up there. He actually, Ridge Life actually did a spotlight for Nate 408. So if you guys haven't got to see that, for me to do a showcase, I think Ridge Life did an awesome job with the spotlight for Nate 408. So I'm going to see here if I can get on. If I can get on there, and I'll grab that link that is to the Ridge Life, and I'm going to tell you guys, this is a good video. It might end up pulling you guys, of course, away from the live here, but I definitely want you guys to check this Check this out. It's from Ridge Life. And this is, it's called Ridge Life. And then it's Spotlight. And then Nate 408. Let's see if I can do this. Yes, Mo, I am punching buttons here, so get ready. I don't think that thing went through. Yep, there it is. So Ridge Life ends up 37 people in the house. I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming in here. Yeah, I think I did that link pop up for you guys? That's actually the link to the Ridge, the Spotlight from Ridge Life on Nate 408. He did an awesome job. Nate actually talks about what his channel's about and a little bit there. That's good. Everybody sees that. Another one is Judith and Dan Davis. Go watch. They actually did a video thanking Nate 408. If you guys remember, Nate made those big, almost like a wolf fang steak. However, these things were like twice the size. And Dan was going to actually use them in some soft ground. And it had to be good enough to hold those beavers. So I think he did an awesome job on that. You guys want to check that out as well. Yeah, Bigfoot mud anchor. That's what it was. Yes. These Beyond Blessed. Hello, how are you? Just come in at the right time. Mentioning a couple channels. Talking about Nate 408's channel. Of course, you know all about his 2020, 2021 trapping season. You're a part of that. Hey, Nate, you want to come up on panel? I wasn't planning on doing it like a showcase type thing tonight, but Ridge Life did an awesome job of that just a couple weeks ago. I could probably not do any better, but definitely interested in sharing that video out. And of course, these Beyond Blessed guys, you check her channel out, and she actually has Setting Traps with Nate 408. So 302 supporters. His channel is better than that. So what I'm saying is he should get as much support. If you don't have them, get over there and check it out. He's got a lot of instructional videos on how to trap. He loves fly fishing. I know there's a video out there. They catch a gator. Check that one out. So yeah, there's 3 videos right there, guys. Ridge Life, the Ridge Spotlight on Nate 408. Then you got Judith and Dan Davis. You check out, they have a video there. A big thank you to Nate for making the Bigfoot mud earth anchor. And then, of course, Steve's Beyond Blessed, Setting Traps with Nate. Just a little bit on that. Let's take a look at the About page here on Nate. And I love his description. Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior first and foremost. Always give him thanks and the glory. I love going outdoors, enjoying his beautiful creation with my family. This channel is about trapping, fishing, gardening, prepping, and all things outdoors. I live in western North Carolina at the base of the Appalachian Mountains. We love God, guns, and time together as a family in the great outdoors. So kind of to give you some of his playlists. We'll take a look at, let me get over here real quick. Like I said, I'm pushing buttons, so you never know what's going to happen. So the playlist, we have Take a Kid Trapping. He's got 3 videos under there. Trapping How To. There's 13 videos. Like I said, he's very good at explaining and showing things. If you guys want to know how to night latch a trap and the way it's supposed to be, he's got a great video, and it's up close and you can understand. In the shop, and then of course his 2021 trapping season. Just got done watching some of his videos as well. A couple black dogs they caught this year. Actually, I had found out, Nate, it was Groenwaldt's. They did a live down there. I think it was in Virginia, or real handy down there in the Appalachian Mountains, and they were showing some coyotes, and he actually had some dark coyotes that he said that is common down around that area. So that was kind of interesting. If you remember, I questioned if that was a common thing. That was kind of cool to see they're live. If you guys haven't seen the Groenwaldt's, anybody that's trapping, they're fur buyers. Dogbone Knives, how you doing? Ronnie Smith Jr. in the house. Tom Keltlich. Yeah, I'll continue to go here. I got a couple other I want to talk about. I'm gonna try to go live. We'll try and make it till about 10 or shortly before. We'll be definitely going over to M&B Heritage Farms when I leave here. Dwayne's getting anxious. Mo is lurking. J-Dub's Outdoor Adventures. How are we tonight? Raymond Williams in the house. Mud Tramp. So there's so let's talk a little bit Mud Tramp and Laura the Explorer. So I actually went on Mud Tramp, and I was going to watch some videos there. So Mud Tramp's at 383 subscribers, and she has 5 videos because she did a live, and it was on February 11th, and I watched about an hour of it, but it was a 4-hour live. And Mud Tramp, I noticed you know everybody's real names, you know their names, you know about them, and what a great supporter that you are. That I wanted to share you and your channel out, and love to see some more of those lives. Looked like you guys had a great night. Of course, JB was on there. We got to see him in his dress again. All that good fun. But guys, Mud Tramp 0715, her description says that since I was just a tiny little blonde-haired, brown-eyed girl with pigtails and stars twinkling in my eyes, I've been hunting, fishing, mudding, and loving every minute of it. It's always been and always will be in my blood, as well as lots of other fun stuff as the sky is the limit. So stay tuned and hope to see you all back real soon. Content coming soon. So 384 subscribers since I just spoke that she had 383, so that's good to see. We got Pondums Outdoors in the house. D's Beyond Blessed. Guys, if you remember, You guys want one of these shirts, go over to D's Beyond Blessed Creations Facebook. You can order one of these. Everything goes to her business. The only place you can get one of these shirts. Pondy's the Grand Beefcake. Mike Turner's in the house. There's Drops Family Garden. One of my recent subscribers. I really appreciate that. I thank you, Drops. See you in a lot of lives. Yeah, please hit that thumbs up. 44 in the house. Guys, we're overdoing it. Boxy's not used to this many. My screen's going crazy. At Shiner guys in the house. How have you been doing, Pondums? You been good? Yeah, Jamie's little farmstead. Bud Tramp, Becca, she is definitely one of the great supporters. Are you planning any? You planning any more lives there, Becca? Better watch it, Pondums. Old Mo will have me unmod you. Then she'll not only be considered the troll killer, she'll be called the mod squashers. All right, Scott. Hey, bud. Nice seeing you in here. I really appreciate it. Dark 30 Outdoors, fish hunt, trap, and repeat. How you doing? Yeah, guys. D's Beyond Blessed. As you know, she does logos. She does decals. She does shirts. Check her out as well. Dunlap 2423. Give you a shout out as well. I searched and try to find your channel. I could not find it. If you could leave a comment in this actual live when it's over, so that way I can click on that and get over to your channel, I'd really appreciate that. Fish hunt, trap, repeat. Yeah, I do love that. I just missed someone else coming in here. Lots more is coming. I assure you, y'all be probably get tired of you. We'll never get tired of you. Never. Lee Evans, Catfish Kentucky Outdoors. Becca is super. Yep, absolutely. That's the channel I thought I missed, and I knew I missed. Now I'm definitely further behind. Yeah, Nate, you should definitely sell some items. I was going to say, when I mentioned, guys, about the one playlist that he has in the shop, that's where all the magic happens, right? I know he has only one video in that one, but hey, 50 Trapper, how you doing this evening? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. 39 in the house. Please, guys, if you haven't hit that thumbs up. Caribou Country Outdoors. I did see Freezer Bound was in here. Yeah, so talked a little bit about Tina Ladybug. She was at 78, guys. She's been in my my lives. She's always I know she's been in M&B Heritage Farms. I've seen her around. Just talked a little bit about her channel, guys. She has 5 short videos. Get over there. Please make sure you check it out. Yeah, thanks, Dwayne. Yeah, the crowd, these guys are awesome. Come in here. I've been kind of away for the last 2 weeks. Raymond Williams. Just sub to Tina. I appreciate that. Make sure you guys are watching some of the videos and leaving a comment. Greg says Becca and Frontier Survival's wife need to have a stream with each other. Dan will have a spot if you make it big. Made some guys, if you want, he shows you how he makes some drowning rods for beaver. Of course, Nate, you got all those nice little tools and gadgets, makes things really nice. Dark 30 Outdoors hitting up Ohio Trapper. D's in here saying hello to Tubby Guy. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of sap, a lot of people collecting sap. Love surfing, honey. Can't go wrong with natural fresh syrup, huh? Got to show off from time to time. That's for sure, man. It always intrigues me. I loved watching you make those drowners. Let's take a look here real quick. We'll take a look at Mud Tramp's videos here. So Becca has, like I said, she has 5 videos, guys. The homemade barbecued seasoned bacon wrapped jalapeno with the quail, guys. That you guys got to check that out. They look delicious. And then, of course, she has her 2 months ago, she had her Christmas wish. And then, of course, we all know the snowing in Texas. And she had Wild Y'all Look who come by to check on me. And then she had that 4-hour live stream 3 weeks ago. So she definitely is telling us to get ready because she's got some things coming. So that's good. Some videos that I find that are interesting that Nate has. He's got a lot of good how-to videos, guys. How to put in a blind set with a catch. How to put a dirt hole set in. Like I said, he caught that other black coyote. It was a super cool catch. Let me, I might even see if I can show this. Yeah, anybody would be honored to be on that same list with Dwayne Lazar, right? Especially, I watch him go out and catch all these coyotes, and I'm out there for 3 weeks, and I get one near miss. So believe me, Dwayne, it's awesome of what you do and how good you are. So don't be humble on us. Yeah. I'm gonna try and share. I might try to share his page here on my screen. See if I can do this without kicking myself off. But yeah, Nate ended up catching a feral child in his traps. Yeah, the black coyotes that he caught, that was cool too. Yeah, that's what I need to do. I thought the old Trapper J hat would help me out this time too. I ended up having one in there, but I think my loop was just a little bit too big. Bella's back. Tina Ladybug, there she is, guys. How you doing this evening? Wanted to make sure everybody's over there supporting your channel. I see you in here always supporting. Wanted to give back. You were the first person to comment the last time I was live, and so I figured all the working that I've been doing, I really haven't had time. I've been just trying to catch up on everybody's channel. So I figured I'd just throw a couple channels out there that I wanted to support. We got Tina Ladybug. We got Nate 408. We got Laura the Explorer, which we haven't really gone over yet, but we will. And then we have Mud Tramp 0715, Becca. Greg Sanders in the house. Al's Outdoor. How you guys doing? Tubby guys in here. We got Kentucky Hunter. I appreciate all you guys coming in here. I got 43 in here. Please, guys, if you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up. Freezer Bound Outdoors back in the house. Drinking the old unsweetened tea. All right, let me see here. Yes, share those channels out for me. I want to go a little bit. Nate might be coming up here, so let's take a look at Laura the Explorer. I want to go over that. She has 152 subscribers, guys. She has 59 videos. I know she's real big into the catfishing community. Avid fisherman. She just had a video up. Him and the actual catfishing community all went together and put together a box and sent to her. Sounds like they're going to be doing that, I think, on a monthly basis, which is awesome. If you guys haven't checked out Avid Fisherman, he does some great lives. He's usually on Sunday nights as well. But she has 5.18 thousand views on her 59 videos. Little bit about her about page. Now, this is Laura the Explorer I'm talking about, guys. I am an avid outdoor adventurer, nature enthusiast, and amateur photographer. I moved from New Hampshire in September of 2020, where I enjoyed rifle hunting, bow hunting, kayaking, hiking, bass fishing, ocean fishing, and exploring. I am best known for hiking all 48 of the high peaks in New Hampshire, earning a spot in the AMC, which is Appalachian Mountains 4,000 Footer Club, patch and all. Now I reside in Myrtle Beach area of South Carolina and am a member of the Sunday Archery Club, where I enjoy shooting my compound bow. When I am not at the range, I am out photographing old abandoned homes, buildings, nature, or anything I find of interest. Hopefully I will settle in here eventually, brave the gator and cottonmouth infested waters for some southern style kayaking. Stay tuned for the new adventures to come. Thanks for stopping by and subscribing. And as we know, she has definitely gotten into the fishing part. There's Mike Turner. Yep, she is an awesome she's awesome as well. Like I said, I went over, you guys want to, she's done a couple lives, as well as her and Becca. Becca did her live. She was on there for quite a bit of the first part of Becca's live. Yeah, please. I appreciate that. Got Judith and Dan still in here, guys. Greg Sanders. Greg, you said you caught yourself. Is that an albino fox? The second one. Wow. That's awesome. Gotta love those cottonmouths. Yeah, not. Yeah, so Laura the Explorer, I want to go over here and check out some of her videos, guys. Now, I did look at one of her videos. She's out at that archery club that I just talked about. She is out there, and she ends up shooting her bow and takes you for a little walk on that on the grounds there. But she has an abandoned and creepy but haunted. You decide. Watch that video there, and you can decide on whether it's abandoned and creepy. Is it haunted? A live tour at Atlanta Castle. Ripley's Aquarium. It's a visual scenery overload. And then she has a picture of an alligator that's on the causeway at Huntington Beach State Park. The funny thing is, you look at the picture for this, the avatar or whatever, the thumbnail, I guess is what it's called. The alligator's actually in the crosswalk. So she's definitely got 59 videos, something for everybody, like fishing for her first catfish. She had an unboxing, JV Outdoors custom rod reveal. You got her trials and tribulations, the flood, Shawnee River. And then you have the avid fisherman mystery box. That's her one live that she went and then putting all her goodies to use. That was just a day ago. She's got 92 views on that. So if you guys want to see some of the goodies that she got from avid fishermen and their community, go check out one of those videos. What do you do with a wolf yote in your trap? Will the fur buyer take it? I don't know. Has anybody had one of those crossed that I'm not sure if they would buy it, or it might be there might be something for that. Dwayne's telling Ponham I'll take you but not carry you. Colder here than you're used to, and I don't want I don't do the wine. Yeah, I tell you what though, Dwayne, a lot of these these channels from the south, they got hit with that nice cold weather down there. I know I saw some of those guys from the south saying we can have all the fishing through the ice and through that little hole. If you guys watch Small Water Charters and that Shiner guy out there doing their collab, and right at the end they talk about cutting a hole and fishing. Bondham, you still trying to thaw out from the great ice? Yeah, Pondy. Yeah, freezer bound. I noticed we're starting to get a little bit of some thaw around the edges here at Palmatuming, but they're still out on top of the lake. There's people fishing it. Jason Housel, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Really appreciate it. We're checking out these channels that are running across the bottom of my screen. I ask that each and every one of you guys that go over and check these channels out, just please make sure that we're doing it the right way. Tina Ladybug, Nate 408, Laura the Explorer, and Mud Tramp. Nate, you're ready to start fishing? I'm actually it's going to be trout fishing here coming up, but I always hate to look past the turkey hunting, as that's one of my favorite things to do, is just to sit out there in that time of year and just listen to the woods come alive and hear one of those thunder chickens out there just screaming. Yeah, Mo Homesteading's got a boat. We're ready to watch her do some fishing. Freezer Bond, who have you been waiting to show you how to ice fish? I haven't ice fished in years. I don't even know. All I know is you just drill a hole in the ice, throw something down in there, and just start jigging up and down, and hopefully you catch one. There you go, Pondy. Nate will put you in one of those kid carriers that they have on, and he'll put you on like a backpack and carry you around. Three long beards. Yeah, that's nice. I actually saw a couple strutting in the field the other day, man. It had me all fired up. Gio, he's going after the beards this year, and you need a call made. I'll see what I got. I'll see what I got in my wooden boneyard here if I can whip one together for you. E-boxy, huh? We tried a few times, no luck yet. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe next winter we'll have to try and do something. the, the ice has to be thick for me to even think about getting on there. Yeah, those new beaver traps. Yeah, I did that short, quick video, and then I went out to work that evening. So I haven't even got to mess around with them a little bit, but we got to get them. All I'm going to do with those, we're going to just we're going to boil off the oils. We're going to set them right in there just like that. Best friend outdoors in the house. How you doing? I just missed somebody else that just come in. Anti's in here. Amanda, how you doing? A&B Outback Adventures. She's been trying to catch some of those fox over there. Nice seeing best friend outdoors. Wright's trapping in the house. How you doing? Yeah, I don't know if I'd be any good at ice fishing or not. I didn't do too bad years ago. All righty here. May 22nd, 23rd weekend. Yeah, I might be able to do that. It'd be a Saturday evening for me. I know for sure. Well, hopefully by May, I may not be working all these stupid hours that we've been working, but yeah, that is a good question, Mo. Where you going to meet? You guys meeting up there at your 3D course? Five O Trapper, thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. Take it easy. Yeah, there you go, Mo. We're going to meet in Clarion, Pennsylvania. They have a field with a pond. You can go fishing there. You want to make the trip, Mo? Ah, there he is. How we doing, Nate?
All right, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing great. Let me get the volume up here a little bit so I can hear you. So I definitely I shared out the link. Ridge Life did an awesome spotlight on your channel, bud. Did a
Yeah, no
great
doubt.
job. Yeah, and of course I've been just going through, just checking everybody's channel out and trying to catch up on as much videos as I possibly can. And I just knew that I wanted to at least get your. Oh, Becca, you didn't have to do that, but I so much appreciate you doing that. Thank you for all the kind words, Boxy, and to each and every one of you all in here right now. You have touched my heart and shown me so much love. Hugs to y'all. Um, Mud Tramp, I don't even, words can't even describe how much I'm appreciative of that you didn't have to do. I just love doing this. Ever since I, decided that it wasn't about the, I guess it was the challenge of getting monetized and to getting the subscribers and the supporters, and that's what I wanted to make sure that these young channels do it the right way. Hey, Deez, how you doing?
Hey y'all.
So so here we are, almost full circle, and I'm just wanting to help these young channels out and do it the right way, because I don't care how many subscribers you have; it's the supporters that actually come and watch your videos. And Nate's got one of those channels that you got a lot of knowledge, and believe me, even an old guy like me can definitely use some of that knowledge.
Yeah, I just try to help out where I can, man. I learned a lot of things the hard way, and it cost me a lot of coyotes. And I know a lot of people don't get to go out and spend every waking hour of the day in the woods learning these things because they have jobs and lives. So I like to help people with the things that I've learned along the way.
Right. And
Yeah,
I
Mo,
tell you,
my hair fell out.
yeah, I saw you got your ears lowered there. So yeah, I actually went a little bit harder this year, going after the old coyote, because that's the only thing that has just eluded me. And I had one, believe it or not, I had one in a cable restraint. And looking back on the picture that I took of the set, I think my loop was just a little bit too big, and I think I caught him real far back on the hind quarter. And of course, as he struggled a little bit, I think he pulled straight out, because my cable was all the way down to nothing, but it was down to my deer stop actually. But
Yeah, I can't help you there. We don't get to snare here yet. Now,
yeah,
they are passing laws. We can use like a 3/16 cable with all kinds of stuff hanging on it with a permit. So it's a step in the right direction, but
yeah,
we can't even really use restraints. The only thing we can snare is beaver.
we can actually snare a beaver. It's the coyotes, of course, we got to use cable restraints. Pennsylvania is one of the ones that are a little bit they you got certain things. You got to have a deer stop at, I think, 8 inches, and you got to have all kinds of different relaxing lock, I think, and then you have to have one of those breakaways on there as well. But I even had a couple step right by my pan. Never really worked my holes, which was kind of concerning to me, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of practice to get after them, but once you figure out what they want, they're not super difficult to get, especially if you have a lot of them in the area. Hey,
Yeah.
Amanda. Hey, Mark. Hey, everyone that told me hey and I missed. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I was there for a while. I was trying to keep up with everything, and I just realized that that's hard to do, um, especially when you go into a live and you got everybody saying hello and you're trying to catch everybody. Uh,
Yeah, and then I'm in the top chat half the time I'm in here, so I'm not seeing everything there anyway.
right.
But no, it's not the coyote's not bad. I see a lot of people on YouTube. They're like, punch in a little hole, and it's like a 1 inch hole, and they're trying to stuff a teaspoon of meat in there. Dig a big hole. Dig a big hole and throw a big chunk of meat down there. They will work their self to death trying to get that meat out of that hole, and they're going to step in your trap. I get over 6, 3, 9, back 2, all this nonsense. Put a trap in front of a hole. Come back about 10, 12 inches. Put a trap. And make the bait so they can't get at it. They're going to try their best to get it out of that hole, and inevitably they're going to step in that trap.
Right. Yeah, and that's kind of one of your videos, and I know I commented on it. You replied. One thing, I have the actual groundhog tool is what I use, and I've never made it any bigger than that. And when I saw that one hole that you did, it was about 6 inches. It was like that.
Yeah.
I was like, holy smokes.
Yeah, I dug a hole about 6 inches. Then I caught about 3 coyotes on that same hole. They like that big hole. It's kind of like when you're fishing. You think if you're going to throw a dinky little lure and catch a little fish, or you throw a huge lure and you're going to get that big one. Well, you want something big that gets all of their attention very well, and it'll keep them there. Trying to figure out what's in that hole and what that smell is. So you'll catch them, especially once you catch one at a set. Now that whole area smells like a coyote that they're familiar with. So that right there lowers their guard right off the bat. Remakes are where the money's at.
Right. That's the thing. And I'm not sure. This area that I got to trap public. Well, I don't have any permission on private, so I trap all public lands. And this one area that I trap, of course, I'm trying to get all the, I'm trying to help the turkey population the most, but then of course deer. But we know, so I'm trying to take the possums, I'm trying to take the coon, and there was some fox in the area a couple years back. Matter of fact, one night of hunting, I saw 3 different fox come through, and but I haven't seen them for a while. I did catch 2 in that area though over the past couple of years. So the coyotes, I would actually see coyote tracks when there was snow. My last 3 weeks of trapping, about every 3 days, I would catch a coyote track coming through the area. So I don't know how many is in the area, if that's the same yoke that's just working, or if it's several of them that are in there. But
oh yeah, well they come and go. I've seen sign that's fresh and set a trap there and wait 2 weeks and nothing. So they're unpredictable, but you got to keep the sets working. Inevitably, you will catch one. Yeah, man, I had a hard time saying that because I fly fish with the tiniest little flies the size of a grain of rice. Like, I catch big fish and small fish alike. But yeah, you just want something that'll get their attention. And that little hole just doesn't do it for them sometimes. You want them to think there's a groundhog or something in there.
Right. Yeah, I think, was it not the fly? What did you not catch an alligator on the fly rod?
Yeah, that was actually Dana's son. They said, I went to Louisiana and they're like, we don't fly fish here. And I was like, well, you're about to, because I'm going to show you how it's done. And everybody was looking and he loved it. And I cut him loose on the bluegill and he took off at this park. And then this woman's yelling from across the park, hey, he needs you. I'm like, I thought he was hurt. I ran over there and he's hooked into about a 3-foot gator. That video was hilarious. I was like, messing with him. I was like, all right, get the net. We're going to land him. And he went to get the net. And I'm like, what are you going to do if I get him in the net? What are you going to do with him? He was like, all right, let's get it. No, Wrights. I've never caught a coyote in a live trap. I think I laughed at a live trap at one of the local stores that have one here. It's about $280. I could buy a really nice dozen K9 Extremes for that money.
Right.
Coyotes they're tough. They're very afraid of everything. I hear everybody talk about them and, they're so smart. They're so smart. Well, they're not really smart. They're just terrified of everything. So anything that seems unnatural, they really avoid it. And crawling into a cage is something
Right.
that you've really got to get one convinced to do. I don't see it being an easy task.
Yeah, I would think that would be definitely something hard. Um, that'd be awesome to be able to accomplish. I'm just trying to get one to step in that pan of mine. That's all. I think they're just like you said. They're like skittish. You know, they're afraid. They're afraid of Boxy and his traps. I think that's
And no
why
doubt.
they just don't want to come around.
Al's Outdoors, I'm in Western North Carolina. Now, I like Clint Locklear says, he said, I would set a trap out there that's the size of a manhole cover if I could. I mean, you got a bigger trap, you have a bigger area for them to step in and get caught. I mean, it's increase your chances dramatically. I run number threes pretty exclusively. Those K9 Extremes are what I'm switching over to.
So Mo's asking, foxes like that too. She was wondering if it was a coyote or a fox that came up behind her in the yard that night.
That's hard to say. Um, I did catch a fox this year. I got some pictures of that dude, and I let him go because I don't catch very many. I think that's the second or third one I've ever caught. Dwayne, I think we got 11 this year off of one property. I only trapped one property this year. Another one, a couple others fell through. So we caught, I think, 11 dogs in 4 weeks, and a fox and a whole pile of raccoons and possums.
Amanda says her foxes are too damn smart. They're a little bit smarter over there in Australia.
Yeah, Mark. If you put your scent on that set over and over again, they will be very weary of it. If you can check them from a distance, you're better off. I usually just like to ride by and keep moving. You don't want to be in the area on foot because they want your smell to dissipate. But yeah, that makes them very, very weary, your smell. But I think people put too much into smell too because they make it seem like you got to be sterilized in a completely vacuum sealed suit to go set a coyote trap. And I'll go out and set traps and flip flops, and I catch plenty of coyotes.
Yeah,
I don't worry too much about scent. I mean, yeah, stay away from them and let the set work for you. But yeah, I don't get carried away. Don't get your lure and bait on your trap, and you should be good to go.
yeah. That's one thing I did notice is your bag, the one bag that you use in one of your videos. I have a similar one. I think mine looked like a DeWalt bag or something, but it's almost identical to the bag that you use. Just a handbag to keep all your tools and stuff in, keep your lures and something else.
Yeah, I got that husky bag I picked up, just a tool bag, but that gets muddy and it's hard to keep clean. I had a bucket. That's easy to keep clean, but it kept falling over, and I'm very particular. I'll have something different next year. I keep changing. Someone asked if I had bobcats. Yeah, I do have bobcats. Usually catch two every year, and I let them go. We have to buy tags for bobcats, but from now on, I am going to go ahead and buy tags and just keep the cats that I catch.
Mm-hmm. That's something that I know. Robbie Gilbert, I've met him a couple times. If anybody knows, he's from Trapping Time. But you know, his whole philosophy is they're just like a dog. You know, they are a dog and they act like a dog. So, you know, he's saying, you know, just like any dog, they're going to go over and they're going to scent post. They're going to, you know, check, you know, like you said, a hole there that has something that smells in there. They're gonna work that and dig it up.
All right.
He said, don't make them out smarter than they are. They are just a canine. They're a dog. They're going to act like a dog.
The biggest thing about a coyote is they're afraid. If something doesn't seem right, if something seems a little out of place, they're going to avoid it. I think Clint Locklear said it best. He was looking at some federal research done on them. The bigger the stimulus, the bigger the paranoid response you get. So you could set a dead squirrel out in the field, and you could set a Big Mac out in the field in the box. They're going to go for the squirrel before they go for the Big Mac. They may wait 2 or 3 days before they go for the Big Mac. They may wait 10 minutes before they go for the squirrel. But
Right.
the Big Mac is definitely out of place, and it's going to make them react in a very paranoid manner. So, but yeah, they're not as smart as everybody thinks. I mean, they're a dog. People think dogs are smart because they can teach them to do tricks and things, but they're just an animal. I mean, they're not very clever when you get right down to it. Now, a bobcat, you can dig a hole and build. You could put up a 4-man dome tent and put a beaver in there, and a bobcat will crawl in there and get the beaver. You will never get a coyote to crawl into a dome, but a bobcat will go anywhere to get anything. They're even they're not afraid of anything. That's why they're easy to catch. I've let quite a few go, and they will get in your coyote sets. They're not really afraid of anything.
Right. That's what here. Well, I'm sure I know we have bobcats around where I live. It's just in our in our management unit, we are not allowed to catch bobcats. So if I ever do have the opportunity to catch one, it'll be one of those things where I got to release it for sure. That it'd be definitely something that's cool to set up for um, and trap is bobcat. I always thought it was pretty cool seeing those things. Now I know in Ridge Life's video, you talk about, I think he actually talked about maybe the meanest thing that you caught. And a lot of people think it is the bobcat.
Yeah.
But I 100% agree with your response to that because I got attacked by one of those things. And those raccoons are definitely the fiercest things out in the woods, man. Because he wanted
Yeah,
he was coming right up my leg. He was going to come get me.
I've cut quite a few bobcats loose. I mean, they run, they get loose, they take off. Now a raccoon, they will want. I mean, they want to fight you. All right, I know you're letting me go, but we're gonna get even first.
Yeah.
You know, you mash my finger here, so I know you have offended that raccoon. A lot of times they will come at you. So raccoons are mean, no doubt.
Al says he's tanning a bobcat right now while he's watching us. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that I actually let a raccoon go this year, and the funny thing is I was in a hurry that morning. I was late. I was late getting out of work, and I had a doctor's appointment. And I was trying to get the check in before I went to the doctor's appointment, so I didn't have to do it afterwards. And so, of course, all I take is my little 22 revolver. I'm going to just, if I got something to trap, well, I get there and it's this little coon and raccoon, and I'm just like, I didn't want to harvest it. I wasn't going to sell the pelt or anything like that. It was just too small. So I decided, how am I going to let this thing go? So I decided to use a Y stick, and he was in a dog proof. So I was like, well, as long as I can keep him back. Well, I'm telling you what, those suckers are agile.
Yep.
And needless to say, I got it done. Couldn't get it on video because there was no way of holding my phone and trying to tape all that stuff. But it was a
Well,
interesting, fun little time there.
I have a little bit of a I have a little bit of a different philosophy. When I'm letting things go, I let it go, then I tell you I let it go. It's not going to do anything for my manly image with me screaming like a girl being eaten alive by a tiny little raccoon. So, no, I try to let stuff go, and it's always some well, this is a smaller raccoon, I'm going to let it go, and especially if people aren't particularly interested in turkeys and things on their property. I'll let the smaller ones go. Fur's not really worth anything, and they're not making that big of an impact if the landowner's not concerned. So I'll cut them loose. But I swear, I think I'm just going to start shooting them. They're just like, I'm going to fight you. I'm going to fight you. I'm going to tear your leg off before I go.
Right. Amanda, no, I did not see where you made the comment about the eye shine. Mark Larson says he released the fox this year with a crutch.
I released a fox this year with a catch pole, and he thought about coming back, but he decided against it. He stood there and looked for a second, and I said, "You better go on. You got one chance." And he decided to go on.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's no doubt that a raccoon is probably the most angry and aggressive animal I've ever had to let go.
I actually I had one. Actually, it's probably the biggest raccoon that I've probably ever caught. Was just this year down on a little creek system, and believe it or not, that thing he just sat there and he made that kind of, I can't even explain the noise that that the raccoons make, but he just sat there and he kept talking to me, and he never really got aggressive like most of them do. He was actually just trying. He was like playing hide and seek with me around a tree, and I just he knew what was coming, I think.
Yeah, I do. I definitely eat a squirrel over a Big Mac too, Dwayne. That's without a doubt.
For sure. Now you put a Whopper out there, I might maybe have to take a second guess.
No, it's enjoyable. I mean, I'm looking to expand now. I've got a lot more free time for trapping and things, especially with my job. So
That's
my
cool.
things in my personal life. So I'm just going to keep building my line, and I hope I have a goal. I mean, I'd like to have a 100 coyote season over the next few seasons.
Mm-hmm. Amanda said that she was checking for eye shine last night, and noise those foxes made scared the poop out of her. She ran back in the house. Never heard that noise before. Yeah,
Yeah,
I tell you what,
it's
Amanda's got
quite a
some
bit different. You get out there in the
scary
woods,
critters.
you sit here and watch on YouTube and be like, oh, I'd grab that thing. Yeah, get out there in the woods and that thing's angry and trying to get at you, and let's see you grab it and deal with it. No, stuff will surprise you. You put a catch pole on something, you will hear fox and you will hear raccoons and things make noise that you have never heard, and they don't even sound possible to come out of that animal. I mean, they make some
Oh,
pretty ferocious sounding noises.
yeah. Hey, easy now, Pondums. I don't know what you're saying there, what you're hitting at. Big Mac over squirrels like unsweetened tea. Yeah, Dark 30. As Nate was talking about that, I was just thinking that too. The bobcat's mating will make you soil your shorts. So I was up at my brother had got a camp up in Clarion County, um, and they were sitting there and they heard this noise, and his wife's like, "That's it, she's done. She was out. She was in the camper." And so he's sitting there. He was explaining. This was like the next night. He's explaining to me the noise that he heard, and I was like, are you sure it's not bobcat? Well, just as we're talking about it, we heard it. He goes, there it is, and it sounded like a lady screaming. And they thought for sure that the woods behind their place was haunted.
Yeah, we've seen a pack of coyotes take down a fawn or something like that. I mean, they can get to cackling and howling and making some pretty eerie noises.
Mm-hmm.
No hunt, fish, trap. I don't fish, hunt, trap. Excuse me. I buy commercial bait. I buy from Clint Locklear and from Dunlap most of the time. I'm going to add a couple other people. A Predator Perfect. He's contacted me. I'm going to start using his bait over the next couple seasons as well.
Predator Perfect. Yeah, I was just watching a video from him as well.
Yeah,
Mark
appreciate that, Mark. Same to you, bud.
Oh, Bond, I tell you what. You're something else, Bondums. That's funny. Yeah. So now, are you going to be doing some trout fishing here coming up? When do you guys have a
Yeah.
season, or how's that work down there in North Carolina?
Now we do have a season for hatchery supported water, but being a fly fisherman, I fish a lot of single hook artificial water. They're all catch and release.
Okay.
So I can fish year round. I'm waiting on some warmer days so I can get in the water because I like to throw some sandals on and jump in.
Right.
But yeah, I do have some fly fishing videos coming out. I'm still considering doing some fly tying, but we'll see how that goes.
Right. I know you
Uh,
you talked a little bit about going up into the mountain there and getting into some of them streams with some of the native trout.
oh
And
yeah,
I tell you what, those things you hit it right on the head with that as well. Is I went a couple times for those things, and you want to talk about some skittish fish.
no doubt.
Uh, you definitely got to sneak up on the holes that they're in, and you got to be pretty good at trying to get those without spooking them out of the way.
Yeah, they're scared of everything too. I mean, the least little shadow of a rod tip or something. I mean, they're skirting back under a rock. But yeah, I like to fish where no one else is fishing, so I will hike way back in the woods somewhere to catch a little bitty, beautifully colored fish.
Yeah, I ended up what I had found, of course, by an older gentleman that I had went out when we went fishing for the natives, is we were he always says, to wear what you're going to the fish would see, as a fish, because fish can actually see, and they can actually, if you come up and they see your silhouette, or if you got a bright clothing on, they'll
Yep.
actually see that and they're gone. So
Yeah, you show up with a red shirt on or an orange shirt, high vid, now you better change for leave the house.
yeah,
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 Dee's is becoming quite the fly fisher woman here as well. She got hooked into quite a few brown trout last season, so
awesome.
hopefully I can get her back out there in the water.
Yeah, I want to see a couple of those videos catching them things. Usually, my fly fishing, I usually have a split shot with a hook with a worm on it, and I just kind of flop it out there into the water. But I love catching them on the fly rod, man. There's nothing like the fight of a fly rod, that's for sure.
Oh, you hook into a 16 or an 18-inch rainbow on a 4-weight fly rod, on some 16x or a 6x tippet, that's about
Mhm.
2 pound test. I mean, that'll be you'll be puckered up trying to hang on to that guy because he's 2 pound test isn't much. He'll snap you off in a second.
Yeah,
Occasionally, you do get the pleasure of landing one and taking a picture with it.
right. That's another thing about trout fishing, and I don't know. What I always liked about trout fishing is you go up a stream, and it's almost like you're trying to figure out. You look at that stream, you see the eddies, you see the way the water, the currents, and to sit there and say there's a trout right there, and I'm going to catch him.
Yep.
That's always kind of the thing that I loved about trout fishing, and I remember, I don't know if my dad's still in here, but I took him up. We did some steelhead fishing up there in the Erie tributaries and stuff. And same thing, you just go and it's like, there's a fish in there, and then
Right.
you catch it. And it's like, yep, see, I told you.
Yeah, I do. That's what I do with D. I take her, point her out to all the holes. I'm like, throw one in there, throw one in there, and inevitably she'll throw one behind a rock or whatever and hook into one, and it's just like,
Yep.
nailed it.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, it's a great thing to do. Hopefully, if I can get my house sold, I'm going to move and buy a new piece of property. Then I will have quite a few videos coming. I'm going to put in a garden. I'm going to build a chicken coop. I've got to build a new chicken coop, get some new chickens.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I've got quite a bit of work to do. I don't know if it'll be anytime soon, but hopefully in the next few months, I'm going to sell this place and I'll be able to put out a lot of new content of that. I still have a bunch of trapping videos I'm trying to work on and get edited together and get out. So, like I said, I am going to be selling a few things on somehow. I don't know. I've got several things I'm going to build and sell. I've got a lot of requests for stuff that I make. So, I'm going to try to get set up to sell some of that.
I tell you
Yes,
what,
I do listen to trapping radio quite a bit. I listen to Meat Trapper and several other things as well.
Meat Trapper, is that the gentleman that he has a channel on YouTube called the Meat Trapper? Is that
Yep.
the same guy? Do you know?
Yep.
Or?
Yeah, that's him. And he is a wealth of information.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the GoPro on the front, Ponda, you're gonna be on the back. I'll put you on them little baby carriers and just duck when I throw my back cast now.
Yeah,
Get in rhythm with me.
definitely don't want to be back there on the back cast.
No doubt. Yeah.
10,000 trout per square mile. Wow.
Yeah, San Juan River and the Madison River. I mean, these are fantastic places to fly fish. And right, see, I did see, bud. If I ever get a chance to travel out that far, I'll come to see you and definitely do some fly fishing with you.
Yeah.
We'll bring the whole crew out.
Bonham says you're too nice. You're too kind. So
That's what I do, Pondy. I help people. I'd help you out so you can see me land some fish.
right. Now I had one time. I got something going on my computer here. There we go. Um, the Wright's Trapper says he ties his own. So yeah, I seen that, Mo. I got some trolls incoming, and I tried hitting a button, and I got a big error message on my screen. I thought I better back out.
Yeah, right. So I tie quite a few. I don't buy any flies. I tie everything I fish with.
You did.
I'm actually talking about making some tying videos. I'll see how that goes. I've tried a couple things, a couple setups, but I got to get my lighting sorted out so you can see exactly what I'm doing.
Right. Now with fly fishing, so I did have a guy that I had worked with, and he was big into fly fishing. Now he kind of told me that the main thing you want to do when fly fishing is you want to match the hatch, is what he would say. And I'm assuming at certain times of the year, like the mayflies, so you'd want to throw mayflies, and then whatever. Do you do that, or is it just a matter of whatever you think the fish are wanting at that time, or you try?
Um, well, it depends. I mean, if you got a dry fly hatch coming off and you got a whole bunch of dry flies flying around hitting the water, if you got something close to that that looks like one of those flies, that's matching the hatch. You will throw one of those in the water, you'll probably catch a fish. Most of the flies that I fish with are competition flies. They're very bright, flashy, not something that really looks like anything. They're bright pink and purple. But I will tie on one of the competition flies with a more subdued, natural looking fly. I tie a
Mhm.
couple I Euro nymph a lot. So I'll tie on two nymphs, one that looks natural and one that's very bright and attractive. And sometimes you will get skittish fish that don't like the bright fly, but it will get their attention. They'll take your more subdued fly. So just mixing it up like that, I have a lot of luck with that.
Right, trap and use squirrel, deer, and rabbit when he ties his flies. Mike Outdoors and Adventures, how you doing?
Video on me. Yeah, I use squirrel, I use deer, I use a a lot of man-made materials as well. I like mylar and things. Like I say, I will more than likely get set up and do some tying videos.
Right.
Some of my favorite patterns.
So, have you ever used? I'm trying to think what it's called. Mice tail. I think it's called a mice tail. Have you ever tried that for trout?
Mm,
It almost looks to me. It looks like a little salmon egg with like a worm tail onto it.
yeah,
Uh,
I've seen something similar to that. I've never used anything like that. Some of my favorite patterns are like the Frenchie or a Rainbow Warrior, a Tungsten Purveyor. A lot of Lance Egan patterns. I tie those and have very good luck. Um, or a hare's ear nymph and a pheasant tail. I mean, some of the more natural patterns. Um, but I mean, psycho prints, a lot of good luck with those. Just bright colored stuff. Tie that on with something more subdued. Uh, they seem to like it pretty good. Even the really spooky fish, you can think a fish that's been a wild fish, the fish that's actually born there. So I'm going to say wild fish. It's never been in a hatchery, never seen anything except what's in its environment. Well, you throw in a bubblegum pink nymph of any sort, some kind of a psycho prince, a bright purple, or some bright pink nymph, and they will destroy that thing. I mean, they've never
right.
seen anything like that, so they're not afraid of everything. I mean, they will hit things that I would never throw before until I saw somebody on YouTube wearing them out with bubblegum pink. What? I would have never thrown that in my life. They're just
Right.
terrifying. Oh, they couldn't leave it alone.
Mm-hmm. Well, I noticed a lot of guys use those pink worms. I think Berkeley makes them the pink worms.
Oh yeah,
Looks like the Rice Trapping says that they use them a lot over there for salmon as well.
all right. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. Some of these nice channels coming in here. Black dogs you caught are beautiful. Wish I could get furs through customs. She'd have bought one off you. Hey,
Yeah.
Dwayne, good night. Thanks for coming in. I really appreciate it. You have yourself a blessed week.
Take it easy, Dwayne. Yeah, those I've never caught a black coyote before. I've seen a few in pictures and things, but I've never caught one until this year. I caught two, and there was a picture of a third, but I couldn't pick it up, so I just ran out of time. But yeah, they are very cool. They ended up being pretty rubbed. I didn't put up much fur this year because we didn't get to trap till so late in the season,
Right.
just the last month or so of the season. And most of the coyotes I caught were pretty rubbed. So the fur, I mean, even if I had skinned them out, they were just worthless. But the landowner was really happy to get rid of the coyotes nonetheless. And actually, a neighbor contacted the guy that had the lease and said, she raised chickens and lost 30 to 40 chickens every year to coyotes, and she had already seen a marked difference. She said, I haven't seen a coyote in months. So,
Awesome. So you do most of your trapping up till now has pretty much been nuisance trapping, correct?
right. Yeah, people have an animal they can't get rid of. I'd show up with, half a dozen traps on a smaller property and catch that coyote plus two or three more, and then I'd go to the next. So, yeah, this property I trapped this year was a friend. Him and a couple other guys went together and bought a lease, hunting lease for deer, and they said there's coyotes all over it. So we ended up with we missed a couple weeks because of snow. It's difficult to get to, and the roads get bad. We missed a couple weeks
Right.
there, but I think with that property in about a month,
That's what I
they were very pleased.
I think I'm going to try this year. We have some I have some properties up here. Well, it's actually the next town over that I think I could possibly get some permission on. It'd just be nice to be able to. the game lands where I've been trapping and stuff, I have to actually walk in. Matter of fact, they had a gate open where there's a little lane that goes up there, and I decided to go up. They had it open, right? So I figured, I'm going to drive up in there. Yeah, it's not a good idea. When the DCNR was sitting at the lane when I come out, they were not too pleased.
Yeah, that or they come back through and lock you in. It's not a
Yeah,
good deal.
yeah.
But
So
no, I actually had through another person I trapped for a guy trying to get in touch with me that had between him and his father, I think they have 500 acres, and they had several coyotes take down a cow. From what I'm being told. And he raises cattle, and he said, we've got a bunch of coyotes out here. We need something done. So I'm trying at the moment to get in touch with him, and I might trap that property postseason on a permit, a depredation permit.
right.
So
Yeah, we got some interesting names coming in here, as Bondum says. So I know you mentioned now. Are you do you already have property that you're looking at to buy, or have you bought other property already? That I know you said you're putting a garden in.
Yeah, well, no, I'm actually looking to buy. I've got to sell this current place that I'm in now. Once I get that sold, I've been looking around to see what's available in my area, and I've seen quite a few nice properties, but I've got to see what this property I'm on now brings. So it's just a matter of time. I mean, once I put this on the market and sell, then I will buy something else. I want a property big enough to put in a garden and chickens and all that. And of course, I'll be putting up videos about all that too.
Right, that's cool. Yeah, I actually this past year I did some container gardening. That kind of went somewhat okay. I ended up finding out what the horned tomato worm looks like. Holy smoke, them things. I tell you what, I get them again. They're going to be fishing bait. I think you probably get
no
some
doubt,
big things.
no doubt. I appreciate that, Amanda. Yeah, we're it's just a matter of time at this point. Get things settled, and then it'll be on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think, especially preppers. I used to watch a lot of prepper channels, and they're like, "Oh, I've got my 15 varieties of seeds, and if something hits the fan, then I can just raise a garden, and I'm ready to go." Have you ever tried to raise a garden? Do you know what blight is? Do you know what blossom end rot is? Do you know how to deal with any kind of, aphids? I mean, there's a million things that can go wrong. Like I can just plant a garden and you think put seeds in the ground and harvest the fruit. And it's not quite that easy, but I actually had a video of my old garden. It's gone now, but I mean, I've got quite a green thumb. I can put in a good sized garden and feed a small city most of the time. So
yeah, I found doing the container gardening. What the trick is to that is the watering. I thought it was going to be a lot easier because I was like, oh, I just have the water in there. But what happens is either I wasn't getting enough or I was getting too much.
Right.
And I don't know if it and as you said early on, I was actually getting blossom end rot, and I actually got that kind of handled because in the container gardening as well, I found that you still got to get the nutrients in there because just like it's potting soil. So once I got that under control, everything was going good, and then I went out and I was like, man, the deer are really hitting the tops of my tomato plants, and that's when I found the old great horned tomato worm, and those things are devastating within a day. I mean, they'll take the whole top of your tomato plants and they're gone, wiped out.
I had groundhogs getting my cabbage, and I had a whole bed. I mean, probably 15 cabbage plants. I came home from work, and every one of the cabbage plants had just started where they were just chopped off at the groundhogs. I found where they were coming in and out. I trapped the mama of the groundhogs, and then I trapped 3 baby groundhogs. They were all in there just making a meal out of it. But yeah, I really enjoy gardening. Container gardening is a very good thing to do. You can really control the growing medium. You know what kind of soil you have, as opposed to trying to amend large plot of soil. You know, in a garden, you can really adjust the pH and things for different types of plants in a container. But water is the most difficult part. I've showed people, you know, around here in the neighborhood that it can be done with great success, but you have to absolutely stay on it. It's easy if you got to move them in to keep them out of the rain, or water them several times a day so they don't dry out. I mean, just depending on the time of the year. Container gardening has its own set of challenges, but yeah, it's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah, my big thing was, I was thinking, with the work that I was doing, I was like, I'm not going to have much time to do the weeding. I'm not going to have, I don't want to be out here watering all the time. And for the most part, what I found was, believe it or not, the hardest thing I had to grow was my zucchini, which I've never had an issue with. Um, and I just think that it's just they took up so much water that I wasn't realizing that they would have, of course, take a lot more water. I think I'm going to go this year. I've actually got some 55-gallon drums that I'm actually going to fill with water, and I'm going to make troughs. I think I'm going to do like the burlap sacks,
Yeah.
and grow in there, and then you actually I think you set them in like a trough of water, and that water has a bulb valve on it. So that way the water will be in there, and it'll take up self wicking, I guess. So we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna do a little experiment, see what happens, and if it goes well, we'll maybe go bigger with that.
Well, I've tried. I've set up garden systems. I have used soaker hoses. I thought that was going to be the ticket. I can't tell you how many times I've set something up. I bought cheap soaker hoses, very expensive soaker hoses, and the watering was very inconsistent as to where I needed it and things.
Right.
I had a whole system set up of ball valves where I could cut different areas on, and it was a lot of work. What I ended up doing is just a very simple, the oscillating type sprinkler. I'd
Yep.
set that thing out on a sawhorse and water the whole garden. If one area needed it and the other didn't, I would move it so only one area got hit. Water at night while I'm at the gym. Throw that thing out there, let it run for 45 minutes on the days it needs it, and set it on timer, and then roll it back up when I got home. And I have great success doing that. But I've tried, I'm thinking drip irrigation, soaker hoses, very complex systems, and
Mm-hmm.
simple is always easy. It's always better. Nothing ever worked out like just the old oscillating
The old,
sprinkler.
yeah. Yeah, and that's probably it. Trying to get just go out there and do it the old school and get it done. And
Yeah, someone asked earlier, Mike's Outdoors Adventures, any suggestions on rotting on the bottom of tomatoes? That sounds like a water issue. Most of the time, if you're getting any kind of rot on your tomatoes, they're overwatered. You might want to put them in a different location. You might actually pick different varieties of tomatoes that are more hardy for water levels. They have hybrids and things. I don't know what your area is like. Also, you could amend your soil to drain better and get the water off of your plants. It'll do away with a lot of rotting on your plants.
mm-hmm.
You said something about squash. I'm tell you right now, squash and zucchini, a straight neck squash and zucchini, you
Right,
cannot kill those things. They will keep growing. I mean, they are nonstop.
right,
I mean, I guess you can, but they are very, very hardy plants. They will put out fruit like nobody's business.
right. So I know Mo said about the calcium, and she said about putting an egg under every plant. Now, No, you actually put the whole egg under there, or is it just the egg shells? Oh no, she puts the whole egg in there.
I've seen a lot of people do that when they start plants. So they transplant
Yeah,
to the garden, they'll put an egg in there, and never tried it. Most of the
yeah,
time when they said they have a lot of issue when they transplant things, being shocked whenever it goes into the garden. What I do to avoid that is I dig a big hole. I mean, like a 12 by 12, 12-inch by 12-inch hole around the plant, and I will fill in around it with the same medium that I plant in. I mix my own planting mix,
right.
and I'll fertilize as it goes in, and I very seldom have any issue with things being shocked. They can live off of that potting mix that I make until they're tall enough and strong enough to withstand the rest of the soil.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's. I actually made my own potting soil for my containers this year as well. Had a little bit of manure, a little bit of topsoil, and some peat moss,
All right.
and mixed some kind of concoction. I forget how much I put in of each, but just mixed her all up, and then put some fertilizer in there. And like I said, it was all a learning curve for me, but I ended up my pepper plants did the best that I've ever had. Like I said, I had some issues with tomatoes. I got tomatoes off of it, but a couple other factors with my tomatoes. Cucumbers, I couldn't keep up with the cucumbers, man. I had so many
Oh yeah.
cucumbers. So I don't think it matters where I don't think it matters if you got them in containers in the ground, in the
Yep.
air, whatever. Those things just grow.
Now with cucumbers, I'm actually going to put in a cattle panel, like an arch from row to row or bed to bed, and let the cucumbers grow up the arch, and you can walk through the arch and gather your cucumbers, so you don't have to get on the ground and dig around and try to find your cucumbers running all over the place. I've done a lot of tests with tomatoes. I don't even eat tomatoes. I'm not even sure why I'm interested, but sometimes I've grown them real tall. I've grown them really tall, suckering the plants and having one main vine to put off fruit. And sometimes I put them in a cage and just let them go. I've had success either way, so I don't know which is better. I think it's easier to get them lower to the ground. You just let them bush out and do their thing. But
Right.
yeah, I very much enjoy gardening.
I actually one of my favorite things to grow, and I don't know why, is beans. I like a pole bean or a bush bean, something like that. And I have so many. The one year I had so many beans, I was just I like hand. I mean, I was just throwing them in Walmart bags and just hand them to people just because I had so much. We couldn't eat them all, but just a
Yep,
couple beans can make you hundreds, and we
that's
don't
the
do
way it
any
was
planting
here.
or anything, so that's tough.
I had I had squash and cucumbers and zucchini. I had everybody at the shop I worked at the time. They were all sick of squash, zucchini, and cucumbers. My chickens were sick of squash, zucchini, and cucumber. I mean, I had way too many.
Quantum's lets it grow up the fence so he doesn't have to bend over. Hey, good idea. I use it's actually a cattle fencing. I just
Yep.
made a like a almost like a teepee type shape or a pyramid tent shape, whatever you want to say. But uh, put them on either side and let them grow up that. And
Right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Just take that
yep,
cattle fence instead of 16 foot long, just
yep,
bend it like an arch and stake either side down, let them climb up either side, and you can walk through it and harvest.
yeah. Mine wasn't quite that high, but yeah, that's I kind of made mine like like I pinched it right in the center and kind of made it like a peak.
Oh, yeah.
And, but that arch thing that sounds like a better plan. I might have the old arch out there this year.
Well, you do it one time and you don't have to get down there on your knees and reach through and grab all those cucumbers. That's the way you'll do it from now on.
Mm-hmm.
Does container gardening minimize critter impact on your harvest? Depends on what kind of critter you're talking about. If you're talking bugs and things, not so much. Slugs and stuff, maybe. Deer, yeah, if you're putting them up where the deer can't get at them, maybe. Just depends on what you're trying to keep it away from.
Well, I can tell you, I found out one thing real quick is my wife's wiener dog. It didn't keep him out from the containers because
Right.
he he come in a couple times. He had a cucumber one time. The next time he had one of my squashes, and so he loved the containers very well.
I've had I've had tomatoes and things grown, peppers and things grown in 5-gallon buckets. I set them up out of the way where I thought most things couldn't get at them. I let my chickens out to roam, and my chickens are down there eating everything that I had growing. So right out of the bucket. No container doesn't specifically mean that stuff's not going to be able to get at it.
Yeah.
100 squash plants, Pondy. I usually plant 4 zucchini and 4 yellow straight neck squash, and then I'll wait about a month to 2 months, and then I'll plant 2 more just in case. So as the first couple, they get a little older and something happens to them, I'll have plenty. But 4 will make more than I care to eat in a year. Most of the neighborhood feel the same.
Right. That's what I like, the straight neck squash and the zucchinis. I usually do about 3 plants each of those myself. Lindia says she's going to try some old timey white cucumbers. They're slow growing. She's not exactly sure if they'll grow there in Florida. They were her favorite grown when she grew them in North Carolina.
Right. I don't think the climate would be a major thing. Just the location where you plant them and make sure they get plenty of water. Florida, they'll dry out quick down there, I'm sure.
Rattle trap fishing in the house?
Yeah, I could do that, Pondy. If I get a big enough piece of property, I guess I could sell them. We have a farmer's market out here locally.
Pondy sold them by the truckloads. Got Survival LT in the house. How you doing? Thanks for stopping in. Tonight we were checking out several channels. We got Nate 408 up here right now. Talked with Mud Tramp, Becca guys, Mud Tramp 0715. We got Laura the Explorer, and then Tina Ladybug. So those of you that just coming in, check these channels out. I'd really appreciate it. You guys want to see a real good video that Ridge Life did a spotlight with Nate, and did a great job with that.
Yeah, he did a good job with that. We had a good chat whenever he did that video.
Yeah, that was I liked how he did that, and he was able to put some of your videos in there, and it was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate this as well, Boxy. You didn't have to do this, go out of your way to spotlight me, but nonetheless, I do appreciate it.
Yeah, I just like I said, I've been working so much and just catching up on videos, and I started watching some of your videos, and I said, hey, you know what? I got to with Tina Ladybug. You know, she's always in, you know, supporting channels and stuff like that. She doesn't have a big channel or anything, but so I figured I'm gonna shout you out and talk about these ladies here, Laura and Becca. They got some up and coming channels as well. So
awesome.
It's always a pleasure to help the young channels out, and I hope to see your channel soar, just because Yeah, I learn a lot every time I watch one of your videos, man.
That's
I
good
think
to hear.
everybody,
That's very good to hear.
yeah, yeah, and
Yeah,
I like.
I try to take the time when I make a video to to say exactly what I'm trying to say and explain what I'm trying to say very well. So,
Mhm.
um, because like I said, I have a skill set that most people don't with modifying traps and things like that, how things work. And like you say, I
Right.
work at a very nice shop and I can really set up and show how to do things. No, you don't have to go and buy a $20,000 bridge board or a $700,000 CNC machine to make drowning rods, but you can do the
Right.
same things I do with a side grinder and a Harbor Freight stick welder. I mean,
Right. Right.
I do use what I have at hand. The process isn't really important. Once you get the design down, that's what's important.
Yeah, that's I I've ran a CNC. Of course, it's a wood CNC, so it does not work kind of in the same lines as far as making some cool things like that. But I always like watching you running those CNC machines and stuff. They do a lot of cool things.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
Now, when you with your trap modifications and stuff, have you ever? Now I know, you welded the base, like the base plate on, and then of course the framing part. I saw you welded that. Um, have you ever on the very ends of where the jaws come out of the actual frame? Have you
right.
ever welded like little bumps on the end of that to where those would never get pulled out?
No, most of the
Yeah.
time I don't. I just take an adjustable wrench or a set of lineman pliers and just bend
Mhm.
those up at a sharp angle. I've never had
Yeah,
any. A lot
Brandon.
of my bridgers are like
Mhm.
that. I just bend them straight up. Now,
Okay.
all of those K9 Extremes and like the MB 550s, they're a two-piece base on the MB. They actually have a hook, right on the end. It hooks up
Mhm.
and actually
Oh,
hooks under there. The K9 Extremes actually have a bolt that go through there. They're bolted on, so they won't come off.
okay, they won't.
Right.
Yeah, those no BS K9 extremes, man. Those things look pretty nice. Pretty
Yeah,
pricey.
they are
Pretty pricey
definitely my
too.
favorite track.
Yeah. So I actually was trying to win a couple of those things. If you guys don't know, on Facebook, there's a couple groups out there. You guys can get in on that. You know, pretty interesting. A little bit cheaper doing it that way if you can win. You know.
Oh yeah. I think those canines are about 20 some odd dollars a piece. But
Yeah.
I mean, I hear everybody I mean, they're like, "Oh, what about Duke?" Eh, if you have watched my channel, you know that I hate Duke traps. I
Mm-hmm.
really hate Duke traps. I don't want to talk about Duke traps. I mean, they're good. You can buy a whole pile of them, but they're cheap and they constantly get out of adjustment.
Right.
They're not well made, but they're stamped out, and you can buy a whole pile of them. I would rather buy a dozen K9 Extremes than 3 dozen Dukes. And I can modify every one of them. I have a very nice shop I work in. I can modify every one of them. I would still buy K9s over Dukes with the same money. I mean, buy a
Right.
good trap. It's going to last you a lot longer. Mo, if you're planting a whole lot of corn, I don't know if you know, but plant it in blocks. Don't plant it in rows. Corn is wind pollinated, and if you plant it in rows, it will not pollinate. Plant it in blocks, 10 by 10 instead of long, skinny rows. I've seen
Gotcha.
a lot of people. I got one long, two long rows of corn, and they get no corn out of those plants. It'd be better to plant it in a 6 by 6 block than a 30-foot long row.
That makes a lot. That does make a lot of sense.
Yep,
I
a lot.
actually one year I planted some corn. I planted basically two long rows, and like you
Right.
said, I got a few, but I didn't not as well. And then the one year, and believe me, not because I knew of this, I didn't have any room to put long rows, so I just put them like in a corner, in just the one far corner, and
Yep.
I was like, holy smokes, I got a lot more with less less stalks, and I was like, I
Yeah.
never knew that. So
And
yeah, I
most
did
people,
something.
a lot of people don't know that most plants are pollinated by, insects. They fly around flower to flower and they pollinate. Corn, I mean, they get the shucks on top, and all the tassels rather on top.
Right.
And when all those little grass seed looking things start to fall off, well, that's how it pollinates. They get caught down in all the leaves and it slides down. That's where you get your corn. Well, if you plant it in rows, all those just blow off into the grass and nothing really gets pollinated. So always plant your corn in blocks, not rows.
Right.
A lot of people make that mistake. I did the same thing. I planted a long row of corn and I went, I got no corn.
Yeah.
But yeah, blocks.
That's some good stuff right there. I'll have to remember that for sure. So, well, we made it to the 10 o'clock hour. I've been live for 2 hours. Believe me, I really appreciate you coming up on here and chatting. It's been a long time.
Oh
And
yeah. Well,
I
I
just want
appreciate the support, Foxy. I do.
to, yeah, absolutely. And Dee's, nice seeing you over there. And I just want to make sure everyone knows Dee's beyond, well, this way. Dee's as well has an awesome channel. She does some cooking. And if you guys, I tell you what, Nate, you must be loving that for sure because I envy you. The cooking looks
Yeah.
great. And the monkey bread, love that. My wife actually makes that as well. Dee's made some monkey bread. So, you guys, check her channel out as well. You want one of these shirts, go over there and order it from Dee's Beyond Blessed Creations on Facebook. I'd really appreciate that. She would as well. And hey, I wish you guys the best. Can't wait to see some fishing videos
No doubt.
and see you guys
Well,
hooking into some trout.
now that I'm not getting off work at 7 o'clock and checking traps and stuff at 10, 11 o'clock at night, maybe I can convince her to jump back on here and we can do some more lives and not be gone for so long. I know I've got several videos to work on, but I should be available in the evenings to do a little bit more of the live stream thing now.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There's a way, I guess.
That
Good Lord.
oh, I'm trying to get
the more research you go into it, we try to
link
really,
here. I want to go over to MB Heritage Farms. Not sure, Mo, you still in here? You want to post that link? We'll for the 21 people that are still in here, we're going to go over there. We're going to rate MB Heritage Farms. We're going to help them. And Fondoms was having the beefcake patrols. Thank you, Dunlap 2423. It's been great. I'll get to come back next Sunday. I'm on day turn this week, and I got to go out day turn just on Monday and then back out midnight turn Tuesday. So that's going to be a rough day for Boxy, but we'll be back at it next Sunday night. We'll see who the chosen channel is going to be. I'll have to look to see who the first person was that commented in the chat. But appreciate everybody. As always, I wish each and every one of you guys a blessed week. And see you guys over there. Those that go over to MB Heritage Farms, please put Boxy rate. I'd appreciate it.
All right, Boxy. I appreciate it again.
All right. Yep. Hey, Nate, Dees, it's been real. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Take care, buddy.
Take care.
Yeah, have a good one.
See you, everybody.
See you guys. Have a blessed week. See you guys over at M&B Heritage Farms.